shucks. Yeah, Sean. Doing your first one.
My first one.
Honored.
So this is the first installment of my podcast, Shut the Front Door.
All right.
And I asked my good friend Owen Smith to be my first guest on the show because Owen actually told me to turn the show into a podcast.
That's right.
Long story short is I wrote a TV show and about idioms.
Yeah.
And I believe someone stole it because I saw it on TV for 2 seasons, but I didn't watch it. But I'm like, I know this is my show. Anyway, told Owen about it, and he suggested that I make a podcast.
Yes.
So here we are.
Here we are.
It took a couple of years, but here we are.
Hey, that's all right. It was always on your mind. You kept thinking about it each day, and now we're here.
That's right. That's right.
So, all right. So, what we doing? What's the format of your show? What's your vision? What are we doing?
Okay, so I'm just going to give you an idiom. And an idiom is a word or phrase that we use.
Yeah.
And we know how to use it, but we might not know the origin of that word or phrase.
I like that stuff. Okay.
So
yes.
Here we go.
Okay.
Our first idiom is, I'll start with the very old one. This one goes back. As pleased as punch.
Yes. I know that one. I feel like, yeah, I'm just as pleased. It's like a tickle. I'm just as pleased as punch. I just remember plump people saying it in like the movies. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm just as pleased as punch. And it just meant you were happy. And then if you think about punch, for me, it goes back to Kool-Aid, like when I was a kid, and you made that fresh Kool-Aid, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like context clues, you know what I mean? Like, please as punch. I get it, but I've never said it. I don't know that I've ever seen a man say it without people looking like,
Right.
I don't think it's like our lane unless I'm talking about
like
someone.
Like maybe the clump said it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Like, the please just punch. Or, someone who does like this with their hands. Or my man like Andre, what's his name? The Gospel of Andre. I feel like he would use it. Oh, honey, they had us as pleased as punch. You know, like.
I'm not familiar with this.
I don't know his last name, but he's like a.
He's a pastor?
No. Oh. The Gospel of Andre. I know that does sound like he's a pastor. He was a Vogue editor. The big.
Oh, Andre Leon Talley.
I was gonna say Talley, but I Andre Leon Talley. I feel like he would be like, honey, they were just as pleased as punch. Like,
yes.
It's kind of a
see
gentle.
That rolling off his tongue. Yes, for sure.
So what do you? Am I close? Am I?
Not at all. So
okay.
Punch was actually a puppet.
A puppet?
Yes. Punch was a puppet from the 1960s. I'm sorry. From the 1600s.
Whoa.
It was an English puppet show. And Punch was an old, nasty, bitter old man who Punch, he kills an infant. He punches Judy until she dies. That's his wife.
Oh,
Punch goes to prison, escape using Golden Key. Then he kills the doctor, lawyers, the hangman. He kills the Grim Reaper. Then it all ends when he actually kills the devil.
Damn.
And so that's who Punch was.
You sound like the first Chucky, son.
Yeah, Punch was crazy.
So Punch was a puppet who did all these things.
Yeah, a puppet, like a marionette type puppet. Yeah.
He punched his wife till she died.
Yeah.
Was he married to a human or was he married to?
No, he was married to another puppet. And he just got joy out of being sadistic.
Whoa. So how did that idiom, like, what?
Well, what I can gather is, okay, hold on.
So are you supposed to use when you do something evil?
That's it.
It's like, man.
But the meaning is like delighted and very pleased.
Right.
But he got pleasure from being sadistic. So
wow,
you were as pleased as Punch because it made his life.
Yeah, to be sadistic.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow. So if you do anything, so it could be used for petty people then, or pettiness.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's fantastic.
It's actually the opposite of what
I like that. Yeah. I didn't know that at all. 1600s, man. It was wild back then. They ain't had no internet. They ain't had no TV. They just had marionette shows.
Marionettes and Black Plague or something.
Yeah, he died at 12. He lived a full life. He was 12.
Right.
So, hold on, please, this Punch too. That's fantastic. Do you have a picture of what he looked like?
I do. It's in my book. I will show you after. Show you now?
Okay. No, okay. Whatever you want to do.
No, I'll show you.
I want to see it. You gonna show the audience too, like when you gonna put it up? Please, as Punch is her. I did not. And you know what's fascinating about that to me is that it's like when you Disneyfy evil characters.
Yeah.
Oh man, my man is calling me because on the day we're recording this, let me tell him I'm doing a podcast.
Okay.
Yo, what up, fam? Big day for racism. I know. Before you go on, I need to tell you I'm doing a podcast right now. You should actually do it. This is my good friend Sean Jennifer. We went to high school together, and she's an amazing makeup artist now out here in Cali. But she's doing a podcast on idioms because she really loves like where they come from, and I know how much you love words and phrases, and you would just love to just have fun with it. It's not that long. She picks out like 4 idioms, ask you about them. You basically talk about what you know about it just off the cuff, and then she'll tell you the actual origin. So we just did Please This Punch. I didn't know it was made after a sadistic doll named Punch in the 1600s. That dude was the sitcom, son. Punch. He killed everybody. So yeah, man. This is Ali LeRoi. Creative, a bunch of shows, and I think this would be fun for him. If you could get him out.
Does he live in LA?
Yeah, if you could get him out the house.
Oh, come on, get out the house. I'll come to
amazing
your
on this
house,
podcast.
Alex. No, I'll come to your house.
He would be amazing. All right, so let me call you in about 25 minutes so we can laugh at Okay. All right, man. All right, peace. All right, bye. Yeah, I didn't wanna. I was gonna put him on speakerphone, but he didn't know. We were just laughing about the day we're taping this. Roseanne just got canceled.
Right.
Over a racist tweet that she put on Twitter, calling Valerie Jarrett.
Is her last name Jarrett?
I think that's her name, right?
Okay.
I don't know.
Obama advisor.
Yeah, Obama advisor Valerie Jarrett, I believe. Basically, it's calling her an ape. She did a tweet where the word ape, Planet of the Apes, was used, and backfired in a.
I'm actually surprised.
Way.
Well, I didn't know the head of ABC was a black woman.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that.
And so I was surprised they canceled the show because of the success that she had the first season. But,
speaks to blind spots people
so
have.
Sorry.
No, sorry, not sorry.
Right. I actually retweeted Roseanne this morning. And I, in response to her apology, I said, bye, bitch, go entertain the Nazis.
Sin. Wow.
Sin. Yes. And I reposted it.
Yeah, man. I don't get it, man. Nobody owes you a thing in showbiz. We're all like, it's so hard to get in, and we all choose to get in, and somewhere along the line, people forget that.
Exactly.
It's like, what? I mean, I don't know. You're supposed to make, I don't know, whatever. Maybe she needs help, but. That was wild.
It was.
My wife was the one telling me, because I was really not paying attention. I just didn't want that on my spirit. My wife was like, it's canceled. I was like, all right, I gotta go. First she hit me up, did you hear about Roseanne? I was like, nah, because I was driving to get my hair cut. Nah, what happened? Oh my gosh, she sent me the link. And then I was like, oh, that's terrible. And then I leave the barbershop, it's canceled. It's like she's been like, watching it. And,
waiting.
Yeah, waiting. All right.
Trying to see their next move. Well, this one might be for Roseanne.
Uh-oh.
So, have you heard the term, a chip on your shoulder?
Oh, yeah, of course. That's used a lot.
Have you used that?
Yeah, I've used that.
Talking about yourself or someone else? Do you have
about
a chip
someone
on
else?
Your shoulder?
Yeah, about someone else, probably. But I'm hesitant. I've heard it more used. I've been in a room where I've heard it used. You know what I'm saying? Where they would say someone has a chip on their shoulder. I've said it about some comedians, where they seem to have a chip on their shoulder.
You can hear it in their comedy.
Yeah. Or just in dealing with them off stage. Yeah, it's linked to bitterness or angry.
Right. It's everybody's fault but theirs.
But theirs, yeah.
I know comics. You're not like them. You're not like them, but I know comics.
Yeah. So it's been used mainly for my tribe, comics.
I like that.
It's been used. Yeah, it's been used for sometimes women when they assert themselves. It's like a side step for them calling them the B word, they might try to say she has a chip on her shoulder. When it's like she could just be doing what any man would do.
Exactly.
But it's always used in a derogatory fashion. It's never, and what I never really, especially like, take the Starbucks incident, right?
Okay.
Where the two brothers were sitting down and the cop showed up. They didn't ask their side of the story. So if someone says
they just put it
have
in
a chip on their
cuffs.
shoulder, then all of a sudden the narrative is they must be dealt with, as opposed to trying to hear their side of the story.
Exactly.
Maybe you did something foul.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Maybe that chip on the shoulder that you think they have was created by you. You
Right.
know? And that's a narrative that rarely happens. But yeah, and it was also used growing up, like if somebody was a bully or something like that. They just got, or if somebody said something mean about you to make you feel better, they just got a chip on their shoulder, like for you to dismiss it. So those are all the times that I've heard it used. Is that what it's about?
So this is the meaning of a chip on your shoulder.
Okay.
It's a person with a resentful or belligerent attitude about something from the past.
Yeah, I like that.
So how do you think it originated?
Ooh, Mary J. Blige album.
You stupid!
That 411 album.
All of Mary albums about the past. Get over it, girl.
Oh man.
But she be going at him.
She be going at him. Wow. First, about something, I don't know, Egypt times maybe?
Okay, so I'll tell you.
All right, tell me, all right.
America.
What? Okay.
The 1800s. If someone wanted to provoke a physical fight, they would put a wooden chip.
Oh, that's gangster. On somebody's shoulder?
They would put it on their own shoulder.
Oh.
And dare somebody to knock it off their shoulder.
Oh.
And if somebody knocked it off, then a fight ensued.
That's gangster. What? So, instead of shooting up a school, you walk in and put a chip on, I want to fight something.
There you go.
You put the chip on your shoulder and you sit there, then you can get it out.
Well, that was when they used to fight. They don't know how to fight
They don't
anymore.
know how to fight no more. I know, they one of these.
I don't want to get on that.
Wow. Could you imagine? And that's like, remember Kimbo Slice?
Yes.
He used to go to people's backyards and challenge them.
Yep.
Sometimes he won.
Right.
Sometimes he didn't. That would be amazing today.
That's it. A chip on
Yo,
your
if
shoulder.
I was like, if I could fight like that, I would blow up on YouTube doing that. So, I would walk into corporations and put a chip on my shoulder.
I wouldn't want you to do that, Owen. Me or your wife.
No. That's fantastic. 1800s.
1800s.
Man.
All of our idioms are kind of violent today.
Okay. It's in the air. It's in the air right now.
So, our next idiom is a rule of thumb.
Oh, I heard of that.
The rule of thumb.
Okay, let's see. I've heard of that, and that's one of those idioms that you just kind of pretend and really know what it means.
Okay,
And it's usually, for me, the context of it is usually telling me why I can't do something.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like, well, it's a rule of thumb is you go, this way. I never paid attention to it, but thinking about it, it really is stupid. Like,
Stupid. What's the rule?
a rule of thumb.
A Sega or whatever.
What is like a rule of thumb? Like, what is that? But yeah, it's always been said to me, like, I don't know, when someone's quoting to you how we do things. It's just a basic rule, and they always say basic in front of basic.
So that's that's close. It's like approximation. That's what it is.
Okay.
It's a basic rule that is usually, but not always, correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's always, when you always hear it, government worker. Come on, man.
Yeah, they never write about
Never right, but they follow that rule of thumb, and it's always used for bureaucracies, like red tape behavior. Like, why does this have to take so long for me to get a passport? Why does it have to take so long for me to get my license renewed?
Right.
Nigga, it's a basic rule of thumb. It's like, you just want to annoy me. Like, I see you right there.
Give me a true answer.
Right.
Not your guess.
Nah, I like that though. Basic rule. I added basic, but it's just rule of thumb.
Yeah, it's just rule of thumb.
But why thumb? Like, why?
Okay, so this is why it's thumb. The origin is that it likely refers to carpenters or tailors who may not have a ruler handy, so they would use their thumb to measure thumb lengths.
That's dope. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I remember I learned this was an inch. Right? But yeah, and if you work with your hands.
That's an inch?
Yeah, you go rule of thumb. Thumbs don't lie.
Oh.
Man, yeah. Wow.
No, that's not an inch.
No,
this part.
Yeah.
Approximately.
Maybe.
Rule of thumb.
So they would go, I got it. And you could look at stuff and wow. Cool. Most of the homes built were probably used, like in LA, like old homes in the 50s and stuff were probably used.
A bunch of thumbs. There's probably thumbs stuck to some homes now. So I'm going to give you this. This is a myth also.
Okay.
That in the 17th century, an English judge, he allegedly ruled that it was okay for a husband to beat his wife with a stick, given that that stick was no wider than his thumb. So that's a...
Hold up. So it could be a long stick, but it had the long, narrow stick.
Yeah, but it could be...
I wish he'd said the size of the thumb, so you got it.
No, you know. Back then, they were probably...
What? Like, why? How does that happen?
That's a myth. That's a myth of where that idiom came from.
That's a terrible rule of thumb.
That's a rule of thumb.
Wow.
Rule of thumb.
Ike Turner rule.
The Ike Turner rule.
It's okay to beat anime as long as the stick is...
See my thumb? I got a thick thumb.
I know. Ike's thumb. Wow. All right.
And so our last idiom, Owen, is armed to the teeth.
Armed to the teeth.
To the teeth.
Okay, so you know black parents mispronounced. I've heard armed to the T.
Armed to the T.
You ever heard that? Not teeth.
No.
My mom would say armed to the T.
Oh, okay. Now, is this iced tea?
No, I don't know what she was saying.
The letter T, capital T?
I don't know. Armed to the T. Maybe the letter T, and I never understood that one. But I heard it. I never knew it was armed to the teeth.
Armed to the teeth.
Like I feel...
Your teeth. Your choppers.
Armed to the... So I guess maybe... Now I'm guessing.
Okay.
I'm guessing back in the day when they wore armor.
First, tell me what you think it means, armed to the teeth.
That was one of the ones where I never... Was it... Did she say armed to... It was something to the T. Was it dressed to the T?
Oh, you dressed to the T?
Something like that.
Dressed to the nines.
Nines.
Yeah.
And I think I heard, man, they were sharp. They were dressed to the T. And I think that's where my head is.
Okay, so you're thinking it's armor.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me.
I'm thinking that maybe, and I'm totally guessing, like that back in the day when they wore armor and stuff, that they wore armor to their teeth.
Armor to their teeth.
Yeah. So.
But they didn't call it armor.
Armed to the teeth? I don't know what that is.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
And the meaning is to be heavily armed.
Like with guns?
Yeah.
Got it.
But during this time, the 1600s, they probably had...
Slingshots.
Yeah. Well, what's the musket?
Bow and arrow. Oh, yeah, the muskets.
Yeah, they probably didn't have too many guns. Close.
Okay.
Close. So this is the origin. It's a pirate phrase originating from Port Royal, Jamaica in the 1600s.
Port Royal, Jamaica. Wop, wop, dead boy.
So the pirates would only have a single-shot black powder weapon and a cutlass. The cutlass is the pirate sword. You know, those long pirate swords.
Is that what Cutlass Supreme means?
Yeah, that's a cutlass.
Okay.
They would carry many of these weapons at once to keep up the fight. So in addition, they carry a knife in their teeth for maximum arms capability. So they have a knife in their teeth and their other weapons on them too. So
and fighting.
They're armed to the teeth. So they would always have a knife ready.
Whoa, Jamaicans.
Jamaica.
Got a knife in the teeth.
That's right.
Oh, I'm dead, boy. You know, me catch that soon comes. Wow.
That's armed to the teeth.
First of all, I gotta give you style prop points. Just the cards, the
You
whole...
like my cards?
It's gonna look fantastic on camera. This already looked like we in season 2.
I gotta put my logo on the cards next.
Yeah.
I just bought these yesterday.
I love
like,
it.
okay, let's hook it up.
Every little thing you do has got a nice little touch to it. It's fly.
Thank you, Owen.
Be good.
I'm trying. I'm excited. And if it wasn't for you, I would have not even thought about doing this.
These are great. Do keep doing them.
I am.
Try to get my man to come on.
Yes, please, Ali, come to the show.
His love affair with words is just
oh,
fantastic.
awesome.
You just watch him just go. Oh, can I ask you the questions my wife told me to ask you?
Okay, sure.
All right. She texted me 2 questions.
Oh, gosh.
She told me to ask you, because I don't know if you guys know, but Sean is a world-renowned.
World?
Yes. Been all over the globe.
Okay.
Makeup artist. And, okay, so she told me to ask you about a primer or a simple solution for when you are on stage or on camera and don't want to be shiny. On camera, because I just did a TV show. And I was telling my wife, I just actually taped 2 TV shows where it's like white makeup artists. And when you sit down, I mean, sure, they're trained how to do it, but they don't have any confidence in their execution. Like one lady was literally making noises while she was mixing the colors, going. Like looking at me, and I'm like, at least make me feel like you got this. Like you looked at a picture of me before I came or something. She's like, just really, and so I'm just sitting there, so I go, ah. And so, and then the other one, I just did a show, and they were going, they had us come really early, did our little makeup, and you know, I get shiny here and here, you know, T-zones, and they go,
I'm sure I'm very shiny now. I'm sweaty.
That's all right. No, it's good. So then the lady goes, they need you now on camera. And I'm like, I'm shiny. I need the last looks. And they didn't even know what last looks really were.
Hold up. They didn't know what last looks.
We were on location. And the woman was rushing me, and I didn't want to be difficult because it's like, you're not going to be on camera. I'm going to be on camera. So I need to get that.
So your wife is asking for solutions, things that you could do yourself?
Yeah, that I could wear a primer.
So they don't set you up?
Yeah. Okay. When I'm doing like new shows or whatever, if I just come with the primer on, then I might.
So Iman, which is a black line.
Okay, I love it.
She has a primer that is also all absorbing, so it cuts down on the shine as well. You could put that on first, and then your foundation. Okay. And then you can powder that, set it, and then go over it with anti-shine. Like MAC has an anti-shine that's great.
All right.
Peter Thomas Roth, PTR, call it PTR. They have a great anti-shine, and you'll be good to go.
Be good to go.
And get some oil blocks. That may help you. Keep them in your pocket.
What's oil block? Oh, the things that the people do.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
so keep those in your pocket if you don't trust them. So
that's
you just pull out your oil block and you block when they're not looking.
Right here.
Exactly.
I bet. And then the other question she asked, which was kind of funny, she goes, also, can you ask her about skincare lines for women that may be approaching 40 and have combination skin?
Oh, God.
She goes, asking for a friend.
I need to ask for myself. See, that's the thing. I am not an esthetician, and all my clients are men, so I'm not really into skincare lines like that. I know what works for my clients, and also I'm over 40, so I'm adjusting my regimen now myself.
Right.
So
when you just said you're over 40, I was like, damn, I'm over 40.
Yes, we are the same age, I'm sure.
I just was like, oh, shit, yeah.
When's your birthday, Owen?
July 3rd.
July 3rd.
When is yours?
Oh, November 24th.
Okay,
So did you turn 44 or 45?
I will be turning 45 this July 3rd.
Oh, what is this? Oh, it's still May.
Yeah.
I didn't know what month it was.
So you November what?
24th.
That's dope.
So we'll both be 45 this year.
Man, that's something.
Oh, my God.
Wow, we look good, though. I ain't gonna front.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm losing my hair a little bit back here. So I'm trying to angle my head like this.
Should we turn?
I know, right? I know I talk like this. So then, I was thinking, oh man, you know they put that little dead man hair in.
Exactly.
You know
they pop the dead man hair in.
Yeah. You're like, oh, whose hair was this?
Hilarious.
Oh,
wait, you look great.
Thank you. You as well.
Awesome.
Wow. Arm to the teeth.
Arm to the teeth.
This is Punch. Did you show everybody what Punch looked like?
I did show Punch.
Maybe.
Punch, old silly looking puppet.
This is crazy. That does. It's like that could be a movie though. Like
it could.
Maybe I wouldn't be surprised if Chucky was inspired by this story. You know what I'm saying?
Possibly.
Like, just look at that.
Possibly.
Look.
Yeah.
Or any like weird clown.
That could be.
Yeah.
Could have inspired.
This is really cool. It like
well, going back to Punch.
Yeah.
Charles Dickens used it in his book in 1954 called The Hard Times.
There you go.
So Punch did inspire some people.
Yeah, this is a really good thing that you're doing. This got my brain like.
Yay!
You know what I mean?
I'm excited.
Like, oh, and like, I was just talking to somebody about this specificity. Like, words don't mean what they used to mean anymore.
Right. What the hell is a fleek?
I don't know.
Who made that shit up?
I don't know. Right.
Okay, so go ahead.
And that's the thing. And like, I was talking to my wife about this, where now there's so many new terms. Like everything has a name now, like toxic masculinity or microaggressions or whatever. Everything has a new name. And so what happens is that we all don't agree what these terms mean. So it's really hard for people to move the conversation forward.
Understood.
To get to the solution.
Yeah.
Everyone's fighting over, well, that's not toxic masculinity. What about this?
Right.
And so I think just like bringing it back to the basics.
Yeah.
You know, just the simplicity of a phrase we all heard, but then when you play telephone pole, like I was, you know what I'm saying? Isn't that when the thing? And it's like, no, that's not it at all.
Right.
It's good because it can kind of remind people of how much we think we know, but we could just be off a few. You know what I mean? And just bring it back.
Oh, you need to host the show.
Nah, man, this is you.
That was an educated way to put it.
I love it.
I don't speak that well. But anyway, this was fun.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. I appreciate you, friend.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, wait a minute. Owen bought.
I bought, man, come on now. Ooh, our yearbook. Sean and I went to Central High School together in Capitol Heights, Maryland.
Class of 1991.
She, in the superlative section, I should have had it marked. I just grabbed this and ran out the house.
It's all good. They don't need to see that anyway.
We got to put this on there. Sean got best face, I think.
I think I had
best dress.
I don't know.
Where is the super? Boom! Ooh.
And that was the worst face day.
I love it.
Best looking
you got
male.
best looking. You got beautiful
female.
eyes. Best looking female. LaShanti Jennifer.
Oh gosh, you gave him my whole government.
Oop.
It's all good.
Sean Jennifer. See right there with the cool glasses and what
Look
they call
at
those
Lavelle.
glasses. Look at Lavelle.
Hold up, didn't you get class clown? What did you get?
No, I won a class clown, but I lost to Tyree. Found out later he was doing Richard Pryor jokes.
What? Oh,
I was
class?
doing my original material. Yeah.
Oh,
so I was losing to 40-year-old Pryor. Yeah, I got
Oh, Ken died.
Who died?
Ken.
He died?
Hold on. That's Marcus.
That's
okay,
Marcus
never
Lowe.
mind. I'm sorry, Marcus. You're still alive.
Marcus still with me.
I'll take that back. I thought he was Ken.
Nah.
Ken and I used to share a locker.
A word?
Yep.
I got the ugliest.
That's you?
Yeah, that's
Ugliest sweater?
No, I didn't get that. I got most likely to
succeed. You are.
Yeah, and I got the most spirited.
Because
I used to be on the bench in basketball, like, yeah. You want to state, I was in the paper, like, yeah.
Most likely to succeed. That's even better.
Yeah.
Because you are doing it.
Oh, thank you, baby. So there we go. Central High School, baby. You should post these pictures.
I'll do that.
Yeah. All right.
And that's our first episode. Well, my first episode of Shut the Front Door.
First of many more.
With Sean Jennifer. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Peace.
Later. Hey guys, what is your idiom? For instance, is there a phrase or term that you use a lot and you know the actual origin of it? Like for instance, it's raining cats and dogs. Or to take a shot. Did you know that the term to take a shot came from Western times? A cowboy would go into a saloon, and if he didn't have money to give the barkeep to pay for his drink, he would in turn give the barkeep one bullet. And what is one bullet? It represents one shot. In exchange, he would get a small amount of liquor. So, what's your idiom? talk to me. Inbox me right here or, post it down there. Inbox me or post it. Thank you.